Mudarris is actually the pioneering Islamic financial institution in Pakistan, which introduced Islamic finance back in the 1980s with the promulgation of the Mudarris Ordinance. I think maybe at the time Islamic finance was a little ahead of the time, and the Mudarris, for obvious and unavoidable reasons, did not fare too well. It went through a roller coaster of ups and downs in its financial history over the past 20-25 years. But nowadays, Mudarris, contrary to the perception, are an Islamic financial institution which are actually doing very well. Contrary to the perception, most Mudarris are performing above their breakup values and trading at a much lower discount in the market. But it's a very versatile kind of Islamic financial institution. The Mudarris can indulge in almost any type of business that is not against the injunctions of Islam, and in any type of Sharia-compliant activity, be it project financing, venture capital, housing finance, investment banking, act as an SPV, brokerage, as long as it is Sharia compliant. It's a very versatile vehicle for financing. The sector comprises about 30 Mudarris funds managed by the management companies. We have big names such as CIBE, Standard Chartered, there are Dawood's, and a few others. The State Bank, in terms of our research for regulating this part of the financial industry. We built on State Bank's initial 5 or 6 financing contracts, the agreements, and recently the chairman of our religious board, ex-Chief Justice of the government, certified as Sharia compliant 12 new products, which includes new things like syndicate Mudarris, Syndicate diminishing shortcut, CFS Mudarris financing, and a few others. So this is just a step towards developing the market and creating some awareness, creating more competition. The SECP itself is involved in amending the Mudarris law, the prudential regulations, laying down new guidelines. We've established linkages with the Islamic Financial Services Board, which I personally believe is the main agency that will coordinate all the efforts of the Islamic financial stakeholders. I think standardization and harmonization being the crucial element here for the success of the Islamic financial industry. IFSB has a big role to play. With that, the AOP, the International Auditing and Accounting Organization for Islamic Financial Institutions, has laid down a very elaborate set of accounting standards, which Pakistan is in the process of adopting. We're still on IFS 2, which is on the Tijara. There are problems with that, but I think the growth is going to be slow and steady. Ahmed Khalil's analogy in the morning was very appropriate. The bird carrying a few drops of water. I think the niyyah has to be there. The passion has to be there. When we market Islamic banking and finance, it has to be from within. Brother Tawfiq's example of the chicken, I think I just add to that example. When we talk about halal and non-halal, the concept of halal and non-halal, we need to explain also the rationale or the logic from where halal is coming from. I think if we are explaining the difference between the two chickens, it would be very appropriate to say that the halal chicken is more hygienic and it is more appropriate for consumption. So I think it should be awareness there are more non-Muslim participants than actually Muslim participants in conference, and they're eager to understand the business. We just need to create a little more business, be a little more responsible. Brother Mufti Najib also mentioned that everyone knows where to go, what is the destination, where the goal is at. I personally think it's the regulator's job to define how to get there. Basically, it's our job to design the framework, to lay down the standards, the capital adequacy, the risk management, the fit and proper, the Sharia advisors, etc. And I think we should be the conduit to the end goal or the destination. As far as the DARPA is concerned, I again emphasize that we work with the Industry Association, the DARPA Association of Pakistan. They're doing a good job. It's an excellent vehicle, I emphasize once again, for the smaller entrepreneur. It's not capital intensive. Right now we have 5-6 commercial banks, and we have 13 DARPA accounts. They're smaller size, they're into all sorts of things, brokerage, trading, commodities, leasing, ijara, and the like. You do DARPA business and you distribute 90% of your profits, you're tax-free. So a very big sweetener is there. Right now, one Islamic commercial bank has in DARPA. It's a good structure to have if you have a commercial bank. If you're a small entrepreneur, it's a good area to start off and be part of the Islamic financial industry. We at CIBE, we are very open to suggestions, any problems, any issues. We work closely, we look up to the State Bank for advice and guidelines. We have a joint Islamic financial services forum where we meet quite frequently to discuss issues and take the industry forward. So any issues, you can always bring them to SEC. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot to Jalal Susa. And now my brother Rafiq Nabi Muhammad, he is the General Secretary Al-Barka Multi-Purpose Cooperative Society Limited, and he will be talking on Islamic finance through the cooperative sector.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, first of all, I have to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and AlHuda for giving me the opportunity to share my views and how we are doing Islamic finance in Mauritius. I again thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving the opportunity to be among reputable scholars here, high caliber experts in the field of Islamic finance. Before going to the subject itself, I would like to tell you something which is very important. Pakistan and Mauritius have very good relations, and as a nation, you have to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was given you the opportunity to be among the pioneers of Islamic banking and finance. First one. And the second one is about the judgment on riba which Pakistan had. That was a very, very important time in history. But you have to consider also that these opportunities given to you as a nation, you have to shoulder your responsibilities because as one of the his presentation showed how other nations, or you can say competing to be financial fund or Islamic banking and finance. So please show your responsibilities. But I will come now directly to the topic, that is how we have been doing Islamic finance in Mauritius. So first of all, I will give a background, a geographical background of Mauritius, because I think most of you don't know about Mauritius. Because Mauritius is so small in the Indian Ocean, so maybe some of you maybe have heard about Mauritius. And Muslims in Mauritius, and how we are integrating Islamic finance in Mauritius to the corporate sector, and how we organize our Baraka, the legal framework, products and services that we are giving, and other activities, how we have been meeting the challenges and conclusion, and what are the opportunities of having Islamic banking and finance in Mauritius. So, as you can see, please, I have given only 10 minutes, so I will request everybody just give me your attention. First and foremost, be alert for this 10 minutes, please. I would like I'm going to bring you to Mauritius, first and foremost. So Mauritius is a gateway to Africa, South Asia and Asia. It's a multi-religious society. The population is only 1.3 million people, right? The Hindus are majority, 51%, Christians 28%, and the Muslims 18%, and the rest of the Chinese 3%, right? In Mauritius, you can see the presence of Islam, the presence of Muslims in all walks of life. We have Islamic schools, we have professionals, we have orphanages, we have businesses. And Muslims in Mauritius, they have been striving enormously in the development of the economy. We have many businesses operated by Muslims. But as a community, little has been done to establish the Islamic financial system in Mauritius. So, when the phenomenon of Islamic banking was taking place for the world, Muslims in Mauritius also wanted to become part of that Islamic banking phenomenon, and it is one of the ways to reestablish our identity. So we started working, I and a group of friends, we started working on that project, how we could have an Islamic bank at that time in Mauritius in 1990. So we had some preliminary work carried out to study the financial laws in Mauritius, the Companies Act, the Leasing Act, etc. So we deduced that we could form a credit union in the cooperative sector and apply the Islamic financial techniques in that sector. So the cooperative sector is open to the Islamic finance system. So, this is the first one about Islamic finance. Okay, we have been talking the whole time, we have been talking. Now, what is a cooperative? Briefly, I won't go into the history of cooperatives. We find that it was started in 1844 in England, the cooperative principles, where people were exploited to form the cooperative. And I would like also to add that cooperatives, societies, credit unions, they have been in any economy, whether it is capitalist economy, whether it is socialist economy, it has been prevailing in all types of economies. So, the cooperative has the definition of the cooperative according to the International Cooperative Alliance. Now we have the various principles of cooperatives, and credit unions are the same. And I was reading a paper by Professor Rodney Wilson. In his paper he mentioned that even in Pakistan, we had the cooperative unions, the credit cooperatives, but I think it is not being used practically. So, why we choose cooperatives? Because I say that the legal framework it allows us to operate a cooperative according to the Cooperative Society Act. Second reason of having cooperatives because it's based on values, just as Islamic finance is based on ethics. The cooperatives also they have their values. And it's easy to form a cooperative. In Mauritius, it is easy. You have 5 people, you can form a cooperative. And you need also a small capital to start a cooperative. Whereas in Mauritius, if you want to start a banking activity, you need nearly 200 million rupees, that is more than 600 million Pakistan rupees. And the cooperative sector, as we have said, it is more people-oriented. Okay? It is community-based, and we also the Quranic ayah concerning cooperate, cooperate with only what is good and pious, and do not cooperate in what is sinful and wicked. So cooperation, it is very important as Muslims. We have to cooperate, we have to help each other. And we have a look at how Islamic finance is being used within the cooperative sector around the globe. We have a model in Trinidad and Tobago. It's called the Muslim Credit Union. They apply this the Islamic finance in that credit union. You have Canada. You have Al-Amin in Canada. You have Malaysia, which started the Bank Rakyat, which is a full-fledged Islamic bank. I was talking to Mr. Lani. He said it is one of the most performing banks in Malaysia. That is the Bank Rakyat. It started as a cooperative credit union in 1963. And we have also Thailand, where having the banking sector of so many Islamic cooperatives in Thailand. You have Australia, you have the Muslim Community Cooperative Association, you have India, Al-Khair, and you have also Singapore and others. So in Mauritius also, we studied all these and we formed Al-Barakah. So why we formed Al-Barakah? As I said at that time, it was not possible to have the Islamic bank, so we went through the cooperative, we formed Al-Barakah to provide an alternative to the interest-based system that we were in Mauritius for the community. And our cooperative is community-based, because in Mauritius you have cooperatives in various departments. You have, for example, those teachers, they can form a credit union, a cooperative, but our cooperative is community-based, and that is for the whole Muslim community in Mauritius. And we also been looking to provide halal investment opportunities and returns, and to contribute in a halal way to the overall development of the Mauritian economy. Thus, we found the emergence and the formation of Al-Barakah, which was registered on the 10th of June 1998. Our legal framework, how it operates within the Cooperative Society Act 2005, within the framework of its rules and regulations, the AGM here, the shareholders at the AGM, if you have any changes in your amendment that you make, then you do it at the AGM, and in accordance with the Islamic financial laws. And we will briefly about the organization structure. So you have individuals, they become shareholders. It is not a charitable institution, it is a business. You become shareholder when you are joining the cooperatives. And the shareholders elect the board of directors, the general controller at AGM. The board of the directors denominates various subcommittees, and our advisors, our shareholders is Dr. Monzengaf. I think you know Dr. Monzengaf, the Sharia scholar. He's from the USA, and we have also from the Trinidad and Tobago. We have a vision to a leading cooperative society in the field of Islamic finance or fair just society. And our mission is to operate as a financial institution based on Islamic cooperative principles and providing a wide range of services on an interest-free basis. We have a goal is to present a practical model of Islamic finance to the cooperative sector to lay the foundation for an alternative financial system to the Mauritian population at large. We have our objectives to create a source of credit for our members for provision and productive purposes, to provide saving facilities for our members, and to create a framework to enable members to manage their financial resources for their mutual benefit, and to promote the welfare and economic interests of its members. What are the products and services? We have various schemes that we have tailor-made based on the Murabaha concept. We have household general financing, we have computer financing, we have traders and entrepreneurs financing, home financing, we have air ticket financing, motor vehicle financing, and then finance, we use the multiply concept. That is, somebody who is a shareholder, he needs, let's say, 10,000 rupees, so he should have shares of 2,500. We multiply by 4, we have the multiplying concept in financing, of course, the markup, etc. The share concept of 100 rupees, it is a concept that you have, that is the shareholder is taking advantage of that financing. At the same time, he has to contribute this 100 rupees so that others can benefit from that. He just takes the service, but he also is contributing. That is same as the service. At the same time, he's saving. At the time, he's servicing for his debt. At the same time, he's saving also. Now we have the special funds. We have the reserve fund, statutory, minimum according to the Cooperative Societies Act. You have to give minimum 10% of your profits into that fund. We have another fund, Islamic Finance Research Institution Training Fund. And we have also the Solidarity Fund. This is the base, we are basing it, inshallah, to have a flagship capital fund, inshallah. And also we have the dividend equalization fund. And other activities that we have, creating awareness about Islamic finance, organizing lectures, seminars, conferences, and workshops. And as I said, we are a community-based organization, so we organize literary fair and socio-cultural program on occasions such as Eid, etc. What are the challenges that we have in meeting? As we say, at the beginning it was very difficult because Islamic finance was a new concept and the cooperative model, the cooperative business, if you cast a glance in other parts of the world, it has a bad image. I don't know what's the situation in Pakistan. So we had two challenges: to have a cooperative model at the same time, which has a bad image. Others are doing well, but with that bad image, Islamic finance was very difficult to have. But alhamdulillah, we are going to see if we have reached. The legal framework also, we have to work in the legal framework which are going to see that Islamic finance model.